You guys are crazy. And all right, I'm gonna introduce myself real quick. I'm Clicks. You know what I'm saying. I play Fortnite for a living. My life is basically I wake up, play Fortnite. I go to sleep, play Fortnite. So I've been playing Fortnite professionally for around around 4 years. And yeah, that's basically my little introduction about myself.
Honestly, pretty much the same thing over here. My name's Bucky. I'm 19. I've been playing Fortnite all day, past 4 years, 14 hours a day. Not a lot of female interaction. Started going to the gym recently, so hopefully I can meet the love of my life soon. And that's pretty much my goal, man.
So this is all new to me because I'm an old man, right? Guys just play video games all day.
16 hours.
And you get paid for it.
Yeah, so we're actually under a team called Energy where they pay us monthly, but we also compete. All right, so Fortnite it's like a competition. It's basically like a sport, soccer, obviously. People play soccer, get paid contracts, and we play Fortnite, and it's basically a sport as well. It's like an athlete. It's like an athlete, but in a different dimension. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I consider myself an athlete.
Are we live now?
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
All right. So what is the chance of me beating one of you at Fortnite? Because I've never played before.
0%.
Yeah, probably.
The chances of me beating you in boxing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is it that low?
Yeah, no, you need 4 years of practice nonstop comes to you know what I'm saying? You would need to learn every control. It's probably one of the hardest games to actually learn.
Yeah, what is the game? What happens? What are you supposed to do? Are you a soldier or something?
All right, so you know what a battle royale is? So it's
you run shooting people, right?
Okay, so you basically get in a bus, right? There's 100 people. You jump from the bus. You land in a whole entire map. You land at a looting spot. You loot up. And basically the last one alive out of those 100 people win the game. But the zone closes. So it's only a little, you know what I'm saying? You would need to watch it to understand it.
Yeah. It's complicated.
That sounds a lot like my life.
What do you mean?
Like 100 people dumped in one place, most die. I'm the last one standing. So okay. I'm familiar. You may do it with the little controller. I'm doing it out here for real on the street.
So you think you're playing? So you're playing Fortnite for real?
Life is a video game. We're inside.
Wait. Andrew, have you ever killed someone?
What's this Twitch, bro? I can't be saying certain things on Twitch.
So that's a yes.
It's not a yes. It's not a no.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
And it also depends. If you want me to answer the question professionally, which I will, it also depends, right? Because it depends. Would having, for example, complete hyperbole. Let's say you got a member of your energy team to kill someone. And you ordered the hit? Would you be the person who killed him?
Yes.
In Fortnite, yeah.
All right, cool.
So it's basically all right. So you're basically playing Fortnite, but in real life. I get it.
No, but life is a video game, right? We're living inside the Matrix. I believe we're living inside of a simulation. The simulation could be hacked and affected in real time. And life is very, very similar to a video game. You start off with absolutely no credentials and no resource and no power. And you go out there and you get a bunch of money and you get as big and strong as possible, get the best guns you can, the best cars you can, the best girls you can, the best house you can. And that's it. That's the game. I just don't understand why you guys do it online instead of doing it for real. That's the one thing to me.
Actually, I can't do it for real.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's gonna sound cringe, but no weird shit like Fortnite. Your life is doing what you just said, but my life is low, no cringe shit. It's Fortnite. I want to be honest. I wake up my life. I dream about Fortnite, play Fortnite competitively, and my life is just all that. So it's a little bit different. I can't really do that in real life because I'm 17.
Well, video games are super addictive and video games are super fun, which is why I don't play them because I know how fun they can be.
Yeah.
And to me, the ROI isn't there. I mean, if you guys are getting paid to play, then I can't say anything bad about you paying, right?
Yeah.
But most people who play do not get paid to play. And that's why when I say things about video games, I'm talking about the people who are spending all their time making no money from it, just getting their ass whooped by YouTube.
So you don't think they can make it a full career? You think kids, their full dream? Because there's a lot of kids in my chat right now that, they want to become a professional Twitch streamer, professional Fortnite player. And
who doesn't?
Exactly. So what are your thoughts on that? You think they should just shut that down if they're not doing good within a year, or?
They shouldn't just shut that down. But the fact is, it's like trying to become a movie star or a music artist or a model or something. There's a degree of luck involved. There's a degree of natural talent. And if it's your only plan, your only way out, I'm not going to sit here and tell people not to be dedicated. If you're dedicated to Fortnite, so be it. The only problem with video games is they are very fun. They are entertaining. I agree with that, and I understand why you guys like to play them all day. I could even play video games all day if I decided to. Yeah. The reason video games can be detrimental is because video games are the only thing in the world where on your progress path, if you do not reach the pinnacle, you do not learn any skills which are translatable. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you decide to become a world champion kickboxer and you don't pull it off. Even if you don't pull it off, On your way, you would have become stronger. On your way, you would have met important people. On your way, you would have become braver. You would have learned a whole bunch of things. Whereas with the video game, if you don't manage to get paid like you guys do, if you don't manage to get on the team, the day you finally give up, you have learned nothing.
And you just wasted all your time.
You wasted all of your time. It's a huge dead sink. So that's the only detriment. That's the only the disadvantage to video games are if you don't pull it off, you don't get anything. Whereas in the real world, if you don't pull off your dreams and aspirations, usually you gain something upon the way, right? If you try and start a business, even if it fails, you will learn things. If you try and bench press 300 pounds and you can't, you'll still get stronger on the way. Video games are binary. It's either you make it or you don't. And if you don't make it, you've wasted years.
That's right. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's a different perspective because a lot of people ask me that question, like, yo, I've been playing Fortnite or video games in general for 2 years now. Probably made like $200 total. What should I do? Should I keep grinding? And if I were to say quit, bro, like it's obviously not for you, I'm gonna look like a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? So like, if someone were to say that, what would you say?
Yeah, and that's the thing, and this is why, like I just explained, with video games, it's actually more ruthless. It's harder than most other careers because you don't gain anything all upon the way. But these people want to do this job because, as far as jobs go, being a professional Twitch streamer or being a Fortnite player is probably one of the best jobs on the planet. It doesn't get better than that. The game's fun, bro.
It's not you. I mean, you see that from the outside.
It's not a fun job.
No, it's stressful. I'm gonna be honest. Like no weird shit. Like you don't understand like surge. You don't understand like first moving. Like you've never been first moving 0 mats. You need fucking 30 surge. You need to get out of it. You need to win the game. Like it's more difficult than you thought. Like obviously, like you could probably relate to kickboxing with Fortnite. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like kickboxing.
I've never said it's not difficult. I've never said it's not stressful. I've said it's fun. And the reason I am objectively right is because video games are designed to be addictive via being fun. People play them for free. Nobody goes to Starbucks and works for free, do they? No. They only go being paid. So the fact that people will do your job, in fact, people will pay money to do your job, and you are being paid money to do your job, means it is one of the best jobs on the planet. That is a logical certainty.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
You understand? I'm not saying it's not stressful. Of course it is.
Okay, so
if you're the best in the world at anything, it's stressful. You be the best in the world at fucking table tennis, ping pong, ice skating, whistling. Who gives a shit? If you're competing at the best, it's going to be difficult. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not difficult. I'm not saying it's not stressful. I'm saying it's one of the funnest jobs on the planet. So everybody wants it. The only bad point I'm making here is that in my generation or my world or the things I've done, if everyone wanted to be a world champion kickboxer, the ones who didn't make it would still leave with some translatable skills.
Yeah, like,
people who don't make it as Fortnite players are going to leave with fucking nothing. Jack shit. Zero.
Okay, so most people watching right now are definitely like 13, like probably 13 to 18, definitely a little bit older, turning into adults. What do you think your biggest piece of advice is that like you could give them to being successful? Because obviously we have a lot of gamers in the chat, but besides that, let's say gaming doesn't work, they're at like a really bad point in life where they don't know what to do. Because a lot of people actually choose like video games over college. Like I'm being dead ass. Like you know what the World Cup was in Fortnite? Okay, so it was basically like a World Cup Fortnite tournament where it was $3 million. And whoever won made $3 million. And both me and him competed in it. We did all right. And, now, boom. Like, a lot of people quit literally college, like, all the jobs to compete in that. So what are your thoughts on something else that they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, man. I understand. I understand why people get addicted to these things and they want to be the best. But most people are not going to make it. That's the harsh reality. It's the harsh reality of the world. But that's not your problem, and that's not my problem. They have to build a contingency, right? You have to be professional enough to have contingencies and think outside the box and accept that the chance of success is not 100% certain. And the internet has changed the world. I mean, I'm going to ask you a question now because we're both quite young. Would you say you've had difficult lives? Would you say your life is hard? Okay,
this is going to get very... Here, Bucky, if you want to start it, you could.
Wait, what do you want me to say?
Would you say your life has been hard?
I would say I missed a huge portion of my life because, like, I started playing Fortnite when I was, like, 14. And then, like, so I didn't go to high school or anything. So I would just say I missed a big, like, social aspect of my life. Like, I didn't really talk to girls for the past 4 years and stuff like that. So I would say kind of difficult in that aspect. But, like, money-wise, it's been pretty easy.
I could actually, like, relate on
like
that.
The social aspect.
Like, the social aspect, it's probably not there. But obviously, we have money now. We have a lot of fans watching. But I've never seen a vagina in my life. I've never had, like, a... No, I'm being dead ass. I'm not, like, don't laugh. Like, don't smile. Like, I'm being, like, dead ass. Like, I haven't kissed a girl before. Literally haven't kissed a girl. The most I've done before I dropped out of school for Fortnite when I was in 8th grade. And the most I did in 8th grade was, hold a girl's hand. And that's kind of like what I want to talk to you about too. Because obviously I have younger fans that haven't had like any social media or any like social interaction with a girl. What could I do?
Yeah, the internet has super changed the world. See, all of this is like a brand new paradigm to human evolution because we've never lived in a period of history where young men your age are not out amongst the people trying to chase every chick that walks. That's how it was at my age. When I was 19, if any bitch walked past me, I was like, hello. I didn't give a fuck. I was all over.
But how are you so confident? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm shaking when I'm talking to a girl. I'm full fucking. I'm scared as fuck.
It's really fucking scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but why is it scary? Like, are you serving it? Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Jar? I like it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
But what do you have to be scared of? See, this is what's amazing to me, that you'd be scared of social interaction. This is why I'm saying the entire thing. See, that's what you get for trying to flex with your fucking servant. Now you're gonna get wet.
What the fuck did you just do? All right, sorry. All right, sorry. Andrew, continue. Sorry.
So the paradigm of the world has changed now. We live in a society where, for the first time in human history, young people are afraid to socially interact or accept social rejection. And this is an untested new world, and how it's going to affect things going forward is going to be very, very interesting to discover, because it's never happened before. The reason you guys are worried about social rejection is because you're not used to it. Most of the girls I tried to speak to would say no. I just didn't give a shit. I just didn't care.
You knew that, like, at the end of the day, there's so many women in the sea. You know what I'm saying? But for
Completely,
me,
as long as you don't offend anyone or hurt anyone, it can be a very, very polite interaction. You can go over to a girl and say, excuse me, I think you're absolutely beautiful. And she could say, I'm not interested. And you could say, okay, have a nice day. Goodbye. It hasn't got to be negative. It can be very, very happy. Very positive.
How do I get to that step? Because, like, dude, when I'm not even trying to be weird. Whenever I talk to a girl, all they really care about is, like, what I have, like money, social media, followers. And it's like, how am I going to get a girl that I could actually get on, like, a real level where they don't give a fuck about what I have? Like, do you think I'm cute? Like, beat that ass.
I can't be giving you comments about how you look, my friend. This is not the kind of you're asking the wrong guy.
Well, I think you're a good looking like guy. Like, I mean, like, it's just like a genuine.
Everyone does. That's fine. But the point I made, bro, don't die from that cigar.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. How do you smoke a cigar?
Easily.
I don't know how to do it, man. Well,
you'll be all right. You'll work it out. And if you don't make it, that's just one less player in the Fortnite universe. It's fine. There's others. One space open on the team. But yeah, it's because maybe you talk to a lot of girls online. That's another new thing, right? That you can message girls online without having to go up to them and talk to them. In my world, you didn't get to do that. So you built up a degree of social resilience. And the reason I was asking if your lives are hard is because I think both of you are you're very fortunate, but you're going to suffer for it later on in life. And you're going to suffer for it because you are now basically effectively, and I mean this without meaning to be degrading or insulting, I'm just telling you the truth. You are both spoiled brats, and you're spoiled because you're fucking rich at a young age doing the funnest job in the fucking world.
I worked for it. I worked for it, though.
Yeah, of course you worked for it.
14 hours a day working. How's that mean? I'm spoiled.
14 hours a day doing what everyone wants to do. That's not work. Work is doing what people don't want to do. Work is not doing the thing that people do for fun in their spare time, regardless of how good you are at it. That's not work. I don't consider a world level tennis player. I wouldn't say, his job. No, he's an athlete. He loves tennis. He's always loved tennis. Everyone loves tennis, and he's the best at it. You love the video game and you're good at it. Good. Congratulations. But you are a spoiled brat. You do not understand the realities of the world financially. You do not understand the realities of the world socially. And now you have a whole bunch of social status that you've worked for. And to gain it, all you've had to do is play a video game where there's basically zero real world risk. This is what you don't understand. You think it's risky. You have an adrenaline rush when you're running around with pixels on a fucking screen. It's not even real. You're worried about that. In the real world, to gain social status, you have to risk.
Okay, do you have dreams? Do you have dreams in the real world? Obviously. You have dreams about kickboxing, you have dreams about that. I have dreams about the same shit, just pixelated dreams.
Completely. I understand. But if I lose a kickboxing match, I go to hospital for real. If you lose Fortnite, you have a temper tantrum and nobody gives a fuck. That's it. You throw your keyboard around like a girl. That's it. Nobody cares. And this is my point. You're spoiled because you are now financially secure and you have gained social status in a scenario where you've taken no risks to gain social status. And that is going to damage you later on in life. That's going to damage you because you have not been through hardship and you've not had to suffer the genuine consequence of a significant loss. Even if you were to lose a bunch of Fortnite games and lose your team, whatever, you're not going to be physically hurt.
Okay, what if I lost $1 million?
Who gives a shit? You made it easy.
I mean, respectfully, I don't think you understand how hard like a Fortnite tournament is and how much like it actually like takes a toll on your mental health.
Respectfully, you're not listening to the meta point I am making. I'm not saying that it's easy. I am saying, yes, the video game at a competitive level is a difficult game to play. I understand that. I am not saying that. I am saying that you have gained a bunch of social status without taking real world risk. You are now financially secure at a very young age, doing something that everyone loves to do anyway. You're spoiled brats. Let's assume for some reason you can never play video games again. Let's say they're outlawed, whatever. Let's assume, right?
Yeah.
Neither of you are prepared to go out into the real world and do real work. Neither of you are prepared to go get a minimum wage job and wash cars like everyone else your age does. Neither of you are prepared to work 10 years in a career to finally get some success. Neither of you are prepared to stand up and take an ass kicking from 10 guys bigger than you to prove you're not a pussy. No, you prove you're not a pussy in the pixelated world, but in the real world, you do not have any of the qualities that make a man.
Okay, how can I become a man?
Well, this is it. You're going to struggle to become a man now because you are spoiled. We're going back to my original point, full circle. When you said you weren't spoiled, now you realize you are spoiled because the people who struggle in life, who struggle to go through difficult lessons, are people who never had to take them. The whole point of it being difficult is that it's uncomfortable. If you don't have to go through something uncomfortable, you won't. Water always flows downstream. You've living very comfortable lives. You're fucking spoiled, and you're always going to struggle now to get up and say, no, I must suffer to become a man of value, because you don't want to suffer. You want to play Fortnite, make millions of dollars, be famous on the internet. And I completely understand why. What I'm saying is you need to be cerebral enough to look in the mirror and say, shit, this may be all good, but there's serious downsides. Downside 1, I ain't fucking nothing. Downside 2, as soon as I put my computer away, I'm scared to walk the street in case someone kicks the shit out of me. Downside 3, I can't go up to it.
I mean, bro,
I'm not respectfully, nobody's beating my ass. Like, I mean, I don't know if you think I look like a big guy or not. I'm 6'1" though. Like, no one's beating my ass. I took boxing lessons and shit. Like, I'm actually tough as fuck.
Okay, good. But the point I'm making, good. I'm not sitting here just to talk about fighting, right? The point I'm making, the general point I'm making as a whole, is that you are now spoiled and you need to be cerebral enough to punish yourselves and test yourselves so you can grow into men. And the only way to grow into a man is by traumatic, difficult experiences. You need to sit here and go, I have all of this money. I have all the money in the fucking world. Yeah. I can go to the best gym with the best personal trainer. Yeah. I should be in fantastic physical condition. Not good, not average, not okay. I should be in the best physical condition a man should be in. It only takes an hour of my day with the best trainer. I'll get up an hour earlier and fucking do it. You should, but you won't because you are spoiled.